dawn outside a jail in Murmansk, Russia's biggest Arctic port. A Greenpeace volunteer is carrying in huge bags of supplies for the 30 activists who are held here. 6 of them are British. This morning, lifelong campaigner Frank Hewetson from London was in court, asking to be bailed from the prison. Is it warm in there?
Well, with the extra 2 blankets I requested, it's quite warm. Otherwise it's very cold.
Frank Hewetson's lawyers argue that piracy under Russian law needs an attack on a ship using violence for personal gain. They say in this case there was no violence, no personal gain and no ship, but the judge refused bail.
One by one, the activists have been brought to court to sit in these cages while their lawyers ask for bail. And one by one, they've been denied and sent back to prison, where they've already spent 3 weeks.
He's thin.
We showed our pictures to his partner, Nina Gold, back in London, and asked what she thought of his Russian jail time.
It's, an occupational hazard, but I think that this charge of piracy with a 15-year sentence is completely unprecedented.
The activists were all detained last month by armed officers when they tried to tie themselves onto a Russian Arctic oil rig 40 miles offshore. Last week we saw the rig for ourselves. The sea there is frozen for half the year, and environmentalists warn that no one knows how to clear up an oil spill under the ice.
Just down here is the spot where 2 of the Greenpeace activists tried to climb onto the platform before they were hosed down, pulled off and taken away by armed men in balaclavas.
The Greenpeace ship, the Arctic Sunrise, has been towed to Murmansk and impounded. Russia's strong reaction shows their suspicion that the environmental activists are somehow acting on behalf of Western economic interests.
We don't want anyone to use environment protection arguments to win economic competition. Those arguments should be applied around the world in an equal way.
The reaction also shows how little tolerance President Putin now has for protest. Daniel Sanford, BBC News, Murmansk.